Coach, physical game tonight between Fort Wayne and yourselves. It seems like that brings the best out of your team. Do you agree?
Yeah, well, I think some of our personnel additions over the last couple of weeks, whether it's like a Robideau or even Robalato, Denny, having Otter in, Chung Min Lee, like we've kind of developed this, what I would refer to as hard skilled players, right? Where they have some skill, but they also have like a hardness to their game. I'd put Lockhart in that category. Obviously Nealer in that category, and then our decor in their own way. So I think that's kind of the something that Dan and I, it was the calling card that we were looking for this team, and it just took us maybe longer than we would have liked to have gotten the personnel in here that can play that type of style of hockey.
You spoke of defenseman Jack Robalato. That was his first game tonight. How do you feel like he did in his first game?
The biggest sort of referral I can give of his game or assessment of his game was that it was very quiet. And I think that's a big compliment that you can give to especially a young defenseman in his first pro game. But I can't remember him making a lot of mistakes, and obviously I got to review the film and sort of see, but he must have had good positioning. Our penalty kill went 100% tonight, which obviously we've been struggling with that, and I thought he contributed to that. He's a long body, he's got a long stick, he doesn't mind blocking shots, that kind of thing. So very happy with his first game, especially that we went down to 5D there pretty early. But Stella took a hit early on, and then he was kind of upper body, and we kind of, as a precautionary, we took him out of the lineup.
Finally, McKay, it seems like he was stopping everything inside. How do you feel about this game?
Yeah, he's a warrior. We flew him, right away, even without his wife and his dog, just so he could help us last weekend. And then we flew him home. We flew him from Detroit after we played in Toledo back to Greenville. He had to take 2 flights to get there. He, packed up his car, got his wife, got his dog, drove here for 2 days, practiced with us Wednesday, Thursday. I mean, this guy's a consummate professional. And, we have a lot of respect for that. And, for him, he's just kind of like a sofa out there. He just absorbs everything and, has real good rebound control. And, he's just square to the puck, and obviously he plays the puck really well too, so that kind of helps our breakouts. But I was very happy for him, and I thought he was a difference maker tonight, and that's one of the main reasons we picked him up at the trade deadline.
To continue on Dryden McKay's play, I could tell that he was dialed in right from the get-go. Do you think that helped the team ease into this game a little bit more, knowing that he was locked in?
Yeah, when a team has confidence in their goalie, I mean, it's the best medication or best recipe you can have, right? So he was sharp early, and we needed him to be, that Fort Wayne team. I mean, they're a heck of a hockey team. We still got him 3 more times. We obviously got him again tomorrow. Their ability to make plays through the neutral zone and off rush attack, it's it's kind of like wave after wave coming at you. So, we need a good goalie there to sort of weather those storms when they do get going. But then I thought in the third, it was a little bit of a different game. We were getting pucks below their defensive core. We were kind of getting in on the forecheck. We were able to create some O-zone sustained attack. And then from there, we were able to create some grade A scoring chances. But, the first kind of 30, 40 minutes of that game, you're kind of like, wow, this is a good hockey team. But, we're trying to be a good hockey team as well.
What was said in the second intermission, and did you look at the other scores during the intermission too?
No, Andy, you know me well enough by now. I haven't even looked at the scores now. So what I would say is, we weren't happy with our second period. We tracked scoring chances against, and we had given up 5 in that second period, and they were doing a good job on their face-off detail. They were creating picks out there. The refs weren't calling it, and then that was creating some grade A scoring chances for them. So we showed them a few video clips, and again, we've been preaching all week that this really comes down to our execution. This doesn't come down to any magical formula. It comes down to, are we stuck in the structure of our system, and are we able to execute on it? And we didn't think we did a great job in the second period, and that's why I was really happy in the third. You could just tell that there was a better energy on the group. And I think, I have to mention our quote-unquote fourth line. I thought Barbashev, Mans, and Robideau, I mean, they really were a force out there, shift in and shift out, and they were able to hem the other team in their own zone. They're big, heavy bodies that play like a hard style of game. And I was really happy for them to sort of create that identity that we're really going to value and need going forward.